And a local nonprofit, 8 Days of Hope, has deployed to Texas. The group already is in one of the hardest hit areas. News 4's Dylan Morello now joining us with how they're helping Dylan.
Patrick, 8 Days of Hope crews arrived on scene in Kerrville, Texas this Saturday. Jeffrey Bird, the rapid response leader, tells us you see the pictures online and you think you know what you're walking into, but actually seeing the destruction firsthand shakes you to the core.
It's overwhelming to see. And again, we're only seeing a small part. So if you think about what we're seeing in a small part and then you stretch this out 20-something miles of river, I can't imagine what that's like, but it's very humbling. That's what it is.
We're here for a very different purpose than we normally are.
No stranger to disasters, this is the 9th large-scale damage event that 8 Days of Hope have helped with rebuilding efforts this year. Monica Davison has helped out with dozens of disasters over the years.
What I see with my eyes is not that shocking to me, but it feels very different knowing that there's still, so many lives have been lost, and then also knowing that so many are still missing.
Primarily sending their heavy equipment division to Texas this week, they have been using these 2 excavators to remove tons of debris, clearing off people's property. A process they say is very much different this time around, due to the sheer amount of people still missing.
You don't know what's in the mix of all those big piles or what's at the bottom. And so we're trying to bring in heavy equipment and just very graciously, methodically take those debris piles apart.
The operator, is moving things very gently, and I'm the eyes, I'm watching. And then once we kind of move a bit, he picks it up and moves it to another pile. And as he drops it, I'm watching. And then a guy got on top with like a pick and went through it again.
At this time, EDOH hasn't found any missing individuals.
Search and rescue people here are saying, just look for bubbles in the river. Look for things that just look abnormal. Look for if you smell something different, anything like that. If you see something, let us know.
For Bird, this is the 7th disaster he has helped with this year alone. Both he and Davison say their help is being needed more than usual.
I feel like we haven't stopped. I mean, the storms or disasters just seem to keep coming and we just respond.
Still, it's the community response to the help that make it worthwhile.
If you ever walk in a place and feel like you're welcome, it's here. These people, to be grieving and hurting and to get to hear their stories and stuff, they're amazing.
Now, this year marks the 20th serving communities who need it the most. In those 2 decades, EDOH has grown to have more than 60,000 volunteers nationwide and assisted over 100 disasters. The group is planning to remain in Texas until this Saturday. In the studio, Dylan Morello, News 4.